on this, which we've had for a long time. It's 370Z Nissan. I feel like you should know what it is because we've had it for so long, and we've tried to make like three or four videos about it, and they just like all turned out to be garbage. But we're back. You're seeing it today. So the clutch went out on it. When we got it, it was working. We were trying to make videos on it while it was working, but now it's broken. So
well, okay, it was kind of working when we got it. It was quite the project.
it was drivable.
Yeah, and we fixed a bunch of things, but recently the clutch died.
And also the power steering has a leak.
Yep.
So we're fixing that too.
Yep.
But mainly the clutch is like the number one. Gotta fix the clutch because it's literally not drivable and it's been in our garage for so long.
So let's get to it. So this is a 2010 Nissan 370Z, and it's been in an accident before, so the paint is pretty bad. And then when we first got it, I actually rebuilt the suspension, lower control arm, and we did adjustable upper control arms. And I went through and I fixed the airbags, and then we also put on a catback exhaust. You can see the old one over there. So now we got NVIDIA exhaust, did polymer bushings for the subframe, and rebuilt the rear differential with a fin cover, and it's been great. But the clutch died. So today, here's what we have.
My phone and our switch.
Yeah. So this is all the parts that we're going to be doing today. So other than the clutch, we're doing steel braided brake lines so we won't get brake fade. We'll remove the rubber hoses. We're going to replace the power steering pump, which that was not cheap. Okay, then as far as the clutch, we've got the stiffer pressure plate. We've got the organic sprung actual like plate, and then we've got a lightweight flywheel, and then we also have the CSC, or the cylindrical slave cylinder elimination kit, so that will make it a lot more robust, from Z1 Motorsports. And then we've got a new clutch pedal. So all of these together should not only make the clutch grab better, be stronger, hold more power, but make it easier to drive and make it last a lot longer. So it's going to be quite the endeavor, because we've got to remove the whole transmission and everything, but
it's not the first time we've redone the transmission.
Anyways, we'll get the tools and we'll get going. We'll see how far we get today. Okay, so first thing first is we need to take out the transmission, but I think to get there we have to take a lot of this stuff out. So what do I want to take out? I don't know. How much do I want to take out? I also don't know. Maybe I'll take these off and then go from there. Drop the whole exhaust. But I need to take this. Man, this is so hard. We'll figure it out. I just got myself in a little bit of a predicament. Can you hand me a paper towel? No.
Hand you what?
Paper towel. I dropped the wrench. All right, well, day 2. Sammy just got done cleaning these ugly pants that I can use in the garage, so naturally, it's time to get them dirty again. Today, we're gonna actually drop the transmission. That's where I want to go. I left all my tools down there. We'll see how this goes. We'll jump into it. So I've put fluid in upstairs, so we're just going to try and let this drain out, because yeah, this is really gross. Alright, so we got these lines drained, we got a lot of the other things off. I'm gonna grab a piece of cardboard so I can pull these bolts out and keep track of where they go. We're gonna go up and around the whole transmission and start unbolting it from the car. I think there's one connector on top and then one connector on the back. But pretty soon it's gonna be trying to get the jack underneath here to a point where I can actually manage it. And then trying to get the whole transmission out. We will see how that goes. But man, I am moving slow today. But we got this. I don't know if you can see, but I got my box. Just gonna punch all these bolts in as I take them out. See? Oh man, why do they gotta make this so hard? We ran into some issues last night and I had to stop it there. I got these. So stuff is getting serious, but hopefully with these I can get those last 2 bolts for that transmission and finally pull it out. Let's go. I'm so tired still from yesterday, but we got this. Got huge breaker bars. Let's go. Alright, last 2 bolts. Come on out, please. Alright, one more. I don't know how I'm gonna get to it. It's all the way up right there. Is that it? Oh, I think that was. Hallelujah. Dude, those extensions made all the difference. Alright, I think that's all of the transmission bolts out. Alright, transmission is out. Look at that. And hopefully you guys can see in here, which means you probably can't. This seal on our throwout bearing is just like completely blown out. I don't think our flywheel is supposed to do what it's doing right now. So, even if we wanted to use this flywheel, I don't know if it would be smart. Yeah, clutch is out. Alright, so part evaluation. I don't think our clutch fluid's supposed to look that black. The sliding surfaces on the clutch look pretty worn down, pretty bad. No grooves or anything, but yeah, it looks bad. The clutch disc was about to go out, and then the dual mass flywheel I mean, I'm no expert, but I don't think there's supposed to be that play in there, and I can push it to each end with my own hands. And then down in there, that stop is like just hammered really bad. And all of them are hammered pretty bad. So I was thinking about maybe using this rather than the single mass flywheel, because it adds a little bit more chatter, but I honestly think this one is pretty much dead. So we're gonna put that one in. I'm glad that I got it now. We got the pilot bushing out. So I think we're done for tonight, but we're ready to start putting stuff back in. Start actually looking at putting in new parts and cleaning everything. And there's the transmission. Yeah, that thing dead. Might pressure wash it. Cora, how are you? Huh? How are you doing? You wanna go inside? Yeah? Okay, give me a minute. Calculate our shim height. So we put our shims in there. Should be right about 7. I was measuring at like 6.8 millimeters. So. So, I don't know if it's just my casting or all of these transmissions, but they have like a bunch of burrs on them, and I don't know if I'll clean the whole transmission, but at least up here around the bell housing, I'm just using some sandpaper to try to knock them down a bit, because I'm so tired of like scraping up my arms when I'm trying to come up here to remove the bolts and whatnot. So I'm just going around and feeling for where they are, and gonna knock these down so I don't cut myself up next time I work on the transmission or go to put it in. So, we are at a good point right now. We've got the new clutch stuff put inside and the little bracket on there, so the transmission is ready to go back in. And then all of today I've been struggling with these lines. So what happened was the clutch master cylinder sits up here. There's a hard line that goes down and then a hard line that goes up to the inside of the trans tunnel. Then there's a soft line that goes down to the clutch slave cylinder, and getting that out was horrendous. Like, it was so hard. Here it is. And it was just this Yeah, this upper joint. Trying to pull that pin and the exhaust comes like really close. Yeah, so what I opted to have to do is I got the clip out, put it down, cut this off, and then I got the hard line out and I put on a new end on there so that way we can put on our new line. And I took the heat sheathing off. So now we just got to get the hard line back in, put in our new steel braided line from Z1 Motorsports. Then I think we're ready to put the transmission in. It's been so long, oh my goodness. But we're making progress, so. Try to get you a good shot, but it's pretty hard. There's not a lot of space. Essentially, there's a little bracket right here, and this hard line has to bend around and then into that bracket. Am I struggling? Yes, always. Alright, we're gonna get this cable or this steel braided line done with, and I gotta get in your way, so we'll come out after that. Now comes the fun part where we gotta try to get the transmission at least back in a little bit. So I got the transmission there on a moving blanket and ratchet strap connected there, so then we can drag it from here. Clutch line, watch out. Into a decent position, right about there. Okay, now we'll get Sammy to help and we'll get it up. I think it freaking works. Oh man. Oh man. It has been the process. Wow. Yeah, it's been like over a week of just every single night staying here for hours working on this. And even last night I was up till 2 a.m. and I was putting the exhaust on and a bolt freaking stuck, and then I tried to get it off and it was just getting bound up. So this morning I had to go buy a new bolt, chop it off, put it back on. But the clutch seems to work. I mean, I might need to adjust it a little bit. The pedal seems to work. The hydraulic system seems to work. Like, I think we're good to go. I gotta fill up the power steering a little bit, button up some other things, and then we can put it on the ground and actually go test drive it. Yeah. I don't even think we've said why I'm working so hard to get this going. To go to the track. It was actually my birthday and I've always wanted to drive on the track. I've never done a full-size car. I've been getting into sim racing. I've never done anything like this. So really not pushing the car, especially with all the new parts. And it was a really hot day, so I was struggling to keep the car under temperature, but it was a ton of fun. So I'll just let this roll and hope you guys enjoy it. Also, if you guys don't want to watch it, then go to this timestamp right here. The Miata trying to get around the Golf.
Yeah. Even he knew what was going on.
Yeah.
We were getting ready to flag him.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a lap or two and he's still behind you, then let him by.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you. So I had such a blast driving the car. I might have pushed it a little hard. There was a couple things I was struggling with. One was the temperature. Two, the clutch engagement or disengagement was really close to the firewall, so it was kind of hard to shift. And I don't know if I need to like change the fluid or run a different fluid or what, but it was a little hard to shift. But other than that, it was so satisfying to actually drive on a full-size track. And I can't wait to go back, especially once we have a few more videos and we can address some of these smaller issues. I need to let it cool down.
What?
I need to let it cool down.
Is it overheating?
It's pretty hot.
Probably smell you going by.
Yeah? Why is that? What does it smell like? So it's been like a month or two since we were able to put in everything in the car. And again, we replaced almost the entire clutch system, from the clutch, the flywheel, all the way up into even the pedal. And since that first day that we went to the track and tested it, which was great, it worked awesome. I've actually had to adjust the clutch a couple times, and the clutch feel from stock is way stiffer, but I have a ton more confidence in actually like the clutch grabbing and not slipping. Because before, when I would go like from first to second shift, you could feel it slipping and you could feel the flywheel being so janky. So now that like the clutch is 100%, it feels so much better and it grabs, you know, and it's just nice that it's not the weakest link. So we didn't get around to putting on those steel braided brake lines. That'll be in a future video, but it's just nice to actually have the Z up and going again. And I have full confidence in everything we've put in there, and now we have a lot more adjustment that we can do down the road. When we first put in the clutch, the engagement was like right at the firewall, so it was like almost hardly disengaging. And again, I've had to adjust it multiple times, so that way it'll actually start engaging a decent way into the travel, but it's been a little bit stiffer. Okay, let's see how this goes. Test on the clutch. I did not get it in.
The road curves here.
We'll have to try a 1-2 shift again.
That didn't sound very good.
The tire's like chut-chut.
Oh.
Right in between the 1-2.
I like the parking lot for this building.
Oh.
You didn't say anything on purpose.
Come on, that was pretty smooth, right? So that will do it for this video, and I hope you guys loved coming on this adventure. It's been quite the time and a little frustrating, but we got all the parts in. The Z is finally up and running, and you're gonna see a lot more of it in the future. And I hope you guys subscribe, hit the like button if you agree. Agree with, like, I don't know.
Just if you agree.
And I hope to see you guys in the next video. That'll be it, and have a great day. Bye.